I'm Daemonxel, and we're here to go over the patch notes for June 4th, the Exploration Patch. You might be asking yourself, why, Damon, is this not in your weekly news video update? Well, that's because this was put out after I've already recorded that episode, which will also drop today. So you know the drill. Before we get started, if you can, tag that subscribe button, ring that bell, share the video. Then you can stay up to date with everything that this channel has to offer. Now, we're not going to go into the Nihilus information. We already did that in the other video. Why you wouldn't release both sets of information at the same time is beyond me. But let's go and dig into the patch and see exactly what we're cooking with here. Alright, so the first one, they improved the detail page of the supply boxes. Well, yes, because the supply boxes are now going to have those new modules that you're going to need for scanning. 2, they added the exploration skills. Now, these are going to be under your exploration tab in the natural science section. That is space exploration, regular, advanced, and expert. Number 3, they changed the covert ops hull bonus on each level from scan strength from 1 to 5% reduction of the resonance scanner minimum scan radius and 5% reduction to the narrow resonance scanner scan radius. Now, you're wondering where you get these MK7, MK9 resonance scanners. Well, they're going to drop from those ore ships in the cosmic anomalies. The Meta 5 and the Meta 8s are going to come from the supply chests. So now, Devout, Soldier, Investor, and Survivor chest drop the Scholar Narrow Resonance Scanner as well as the Scholar Wide Scanner, the Explorer Resonance, and the Explorer Wide Scanners. On the fitting screen, the original targeting range display has been changed to Signature Radius, and the original Signature Radius display has been changed to Source Radius. Now, those Nihilus dead spaces on number 7, they're going to drop more of the experiment data, which is going to be used to reverse engineer pirate faction nanocores. And they added reverse engineering jobs for those pirate faction nanocores, as well as adjusting the ship categories in the market and fix the issue which caused some ships to appear in the wrong category. Let's see here. Now, Dead Space modules, meta levels 6, 7, and 11 through 14 can be reprocessed. The reprocessed materials can be used to reverse engineer the Dead Space modules. Alright, number 11. Probability of the Dead Space anomaly spawn from bases has been lowered from 1% to 0.4%. The Nihilus Dead Space gates are naturally spawned in nullsec systems about once every 28 days in a system. Since each instance of the Nihilus space has multiple exits, the actual frequency will be higher. Those intumescent condensed belts that you all loved, well, they're no longer a thing. They are no longer naturally spawned. Condensed belts now naturally refresh every 25 days instead of every 40 days. Now, when refreshing the condensed belts, there is a 50% chance of spawning a Nihilus space condensed belt instead. Now remember, those dead spaces, they can only be discovered now using the scanning modules. Number 17, fleet commanders are able to receive bonuses from a fleet group modules. About time they fix that thing. That includes your group recovery modules as well as your armor defense league modules. Number 18, they added an attribute to ships called Source Radius, which can be viewed in the fitting screen. It's basically the same thing they said in the other number 6. Now, here's a kind of give and take. I know some are probably not going to like it, but you know what? They're giving us the scanning so we can scan down those mission runners. They want to make the gates in those low-sec systems safer for all that migrate there. So number 19, all sentry guns are now fitted with warp disruptors, which can disrupt the warp drive of ships within 1,000 kilometers from the sentry gun, causing them to reset warp and preventing the ships from warping away. Like I said, that's a good thing. I mean, they're giving us the chance to scan down these people. You have to give and take a little bit. Now, remember, you still have to get targeted by the sentry guns to kill. So you can still align yourself out, blap, and warp before you're able to get targeted and locked down, for those that are into that sort of thing. Number 20, they added the Concord Pass. Complete missions to level up the pass for great rewards. Basically, it's the same thing as that other battle pass that we got, I think it was about a month ago, where we had to pay about $10 real-life currency to get AUR, and AUR currency was able to upgrade that battle pass. So expect a lot of griping on Reddit about this. Number 21, they improved calculation methods for estimating market prices. Each system is now more likely to return a valid and stable estimated price. 22, space station docking distance increased to 5 km to avoid the occasional 2 km additional flight required to dock while using autopilot. I know a lot of pilots trying to dock into CJ up in, I think it's Immensity. Basically, it's in void space. I know they're probably going to be a lot happier about this, not getting blapped by that tornado. Number 23, compensations have been issued to players who owned the T10 skins, which have been removed from the game. 24, the estimated time for the request delivery interface has been changed to a dynamic time based on the distance traveled. Now, that's a funny thing about that they did have to change this. I was contacted actually today about a player who was using the delivery system to move a 11 billion, that's with a B, price on this supply case. It was an extra large, and the system, when he picked it up, only gave him 6 minutes to deliver it. So, yeah, he's out 11 billion. And customer service did not do anything. They basically told him to go piss off. Now, drone control range has been renamed to drone command range. Number 26, they added corporation hangar logs, which players can view to check item deposit. See, now it's about time. This should have been in the game since launch. I don't remember how many stories, how many times I've been told about, oh, we were robbed blind, our hangar has been, emptied out, and no one knows who did it. Well, now we can check. Now we can see exactly who's taking what from the hangars. Number 27, they added permission for approving item moves in the corporation hangar. Now, when a player without permission takes out an item, a request will be sent to the admin. The item can then be taken out after the request is approved. Okay, the stand-up warp scrambler should now be displayed the correct name. Apparently, before in game, it was incorrectly shown as the stand-up warp disruptor. And you cannot have a patch note without the updated estimated prices according to current market transaction records. Like, I know they do a lot of ninja changes, and probably that's why they keep putting this in every week, thinking that if they don't put it in there, we're either going to assume that they didn't do it, or it's just a ninja change. But you know what? You're doing it every week. It's on the list every week. When you have this many things, I really don't think you need to put it on there. And that's my readings for the patch notes for June 4th, the exploration patch. And hope you had fun listening to it. I know it's not as good as my, weekly update ones, but that video has dropped today too, so go over, watch that, or hopefully you watch that one first. And I hope everyone's having fun with scanning, because scanning is now live by the time these videos are. So remember, we are all one vision, one purpose, one front. Go forth, scan down, and kill.